Pooky Nation, welcome back. And today I'm joined by the Peter Crouch and my Jermaine Defoe. It's Ricky, aka the Sorare Mamba. How we doing, mate?
Nice intro. I like it. Yeah, I broke my Pooky virginity last week, and yeah, I'm on the road to becoming a Pokemon master.
It's quite a dangerous little introduction from yourself there. There's this new age we live in, I don't think we can say those kind of things. You've joined Pooky. You've been here a week like me. And I think today, basically, we're going to talk about first impressions, aren't we? I did a little vid on my own first impressions, but I thought it'd be good to get together, see how you're getting on with it, what you like, what you dislike, and just kind of how you see it fitting in with your day-to-day, which predominantly is Sorare, I think, let's be honest. Well, mate,
yeah.
You.
Oh, yeah, straight in. Right, off we go. Yeah, so I was in week one. I've got a common ball. Purchase inside of everything seems to be, nice and easy. Open my ball, set my first set of predictions, went for the Champions League last week.
Who'd you get in your ball, mate, most importantly?
Oh, you want to see my ball? I got this lovely blue and green number. It's Rems from the Rems.
Yeah, Reem maybe. Yeah,
I feel like Rem is a horrible term you used to call someone at school, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and Reem is quite cool, right? That's what the
Reem is like, yeah, Towie people's cool. So yeah, Reams. I go with Reams. It sounds nicer. Yeah, from the French league. So I'm very happy with the design of the ball, if not the team. I'm not really up with any knowledge of Reams, so that doesn't help me at all. But I like the
feel. What's your strength as your team? So that's one of the things I've noticed straight away with Pooky is kind of your ball sort of dictates your strategy, or could do. Maybe it won't. My early impression.
Yeah, well, when I had the common ball, it was strong away and over 2.5, which plays into my recklessness when I'm doing things like Akkers anyway, that I like to just go for goal fests. Swing for the hills, big pride, big scores, big rewards. That's always the way I've approached any form of guessing football match scores. So this is unlikely to change. Inexperienced in the Pooky games, so I haven't delved into like how accurate and how consistent you need to be across the board in a game week to return good scores. But yeah, I don't see myself putting 0-0 in as the option many times. But yeah, it's been interesting. It does take you back to, picking up the scores for the week, making a coupon, that type of feeling, with the reward side as well.
Which you see here, I don't know about you. I definitely have, as I've got, maybe not even as I've got older, but as we've spent more time on things like Sorare, kind of stopped the old traditional betting.
Yeah, I have totally, pretty much, apart from big occasions like Cheltenham Festival or the World Cup or something like that, which like draws you in, is exciting because you watch all of it, so you want to have more skin in the game. But yeah, this is a nice tonic to that. And with Sorare, I haven't really done much traditional betting as well, so I like the NFT way this is brought in as well, and the cryptocurrency side of things. And yeah, my week one went okay. Got a lot of the results correct, as in like who I thought would win or draw, but obviously didn't nail too many of them. I think the lowest score I went for was a 1-1. I went quite heavy on there. 284th out of 554, which I feel like it's a solid first effort. I guess my balls are undermanned. Inexperience values compared to everyone else's. But we got a few rewards. So
the rewards thing there, I'm pretty sure you probably can go along the rewards. You get rewards in the top 50%, some form of payout. So I feel like, I don't know about you, but I think only about 5,000 something Pooky balls, definitely below 6K, have been sold or minted. So for me, it's like super, super early days. And to finish, I mean, again, first week, right, and you're already getting payout of some form, feels like a good time to be on here. And maybe it was a one-off, but I'm pretty sure I'm picking up Matic as well.
Early adopters, aren't they? If you get into something successful as an early adopter, then you usually profit in the midterm. But yeah, the reward system you know, up to the halfway point, you're getting something back, and then yeah, it's a good start. It's nice.
You love winning. Don't you just love that like serotonin hit of winning? Like that's what I'm missing with Sorare at the minute. Is I'm finding it's getting so competitive. The prizes are obviously better. You're getting a lot more for the wins, but I just like winning.
Yeah, I completed my challenges, my basic challenges. You can see here, you know, level up your ball, reach level 5, refeel the pressure, make a prediction. 4 out of 4 for that, which means I get a reward, a special reward for completing all my challenges. So have a little look.
What's in there?
Select a Pooky ball. Now that you're familiar with the game, select the ball that fits your play style.
This is cool.
Oh, so I've been offered a Marseille, a Newcastle, Lorient, a Getafe, and a Bologna.
Or you do like Bologna, don't you?
Do like Bologna, home, draw, and away. I think we'll rule out Getafe. Lorient. It's very similar to the one I've already got. Newcastle is a fun one. Marseille is a bit sensible. So probably between Newcastle and Bologna for me. What do you think?
I mean, based on the percentages it holds right now, I'd probably go, I don't know actually, because Bologna seems more appealing because it's home and away has a higher percentage, but that's obviously the easiest thing to get. So potentially Newcastle, because you're playing in the Prem, you're going to have to rely on yourself getting more than 2.5 goals and generate the correct scores. But that means the odd games where you do get that right, you're probably going to be an outlier and you'll get the extra bonuses on top. So I'd probably go Newcastle.
Yeah, and who wouldn't pick Newcastle 8, Sheffield United 0, right? So that would have been easy.
Oh, God.
Over 2.5. All right, we'll do Newcastle. Done.
I'm a little bit jealous. I completed the test and haven't got one yet.
Another ball in the collection.
So that's a rookie ball again, right?
That's another rookie ball, yeah.
Which is the ones that you can't enter the main tournaments with. But I'm pretty sure Nick said the other day. So if you haven't listened to yet, we did an interview with Nick, lead from UK. Great guy. Listen to that one. But I'm pretty sure he's the top 5 get rewarded a Pooky ball as well.
Interesting.
So even though it's basic, it's worth doing. I guess the only thing with the whole basic thing is now you've got a common. Is like, are you wasting your energy?
Yes. So this would be my big point from week 1. Obviously, I got 1 common and 1 rookie ball for my first week. Is, you know, you're limited in the amount of things you can enter. Obviously, they're not just going to let you enter everything with, you know, 1 small purchase. So I completely understand the logic behind it. But, you know, I managed to enter the Champions League roster completely because you want to enter a full, you know, a full slate in your game week, don't you, of whichever area you're choosing. And then, you know, I couldn't really do anything else without making more purchases. So yeah, that would be the only, you know, like the only negative. Like, why would I come back to the site again after placing my predictions until the results are in? You know, say other card platforms like Ultimate Champions or Sorare, where we've got those rolling auctions or things, so you can at least go there and browse, even if you've got no money to spend. You can sort of like go, oh, that's quite a good price, or that's quite a good price. And I'm guessing as you get more into this, you know, you can be able to compete in more daily leagues, and there's more reason to like dip in and out constantly because you like got the Champions League tonight, and I've got to enter my French league for 2 days, and I've got to see how my basic league did and things like that. But yeah, in week 1, you know, I only had the energy to smash into the Champions League and then await the outcome. That was my point.
So in summary, we want more.
Yeah. I guess that's what you want.
I was saying, honestly, like I got to the point where I was like, I've got my teams in, and then I went to do this week and was like, shit, I've got no energy. I had a little look through the energy, trying to work it out a little bit better. So energy effectively is you get a base of 100. It's 10 energy used per prediction. Something I wasn't aware of, but spotted when reading this, Rick, is every prediction you edit costs 2. So potentially if you try editing your predictions, you can screw yourself out of having a full roster of predictions that week. So it's probably worth taking time with those initial predictions unless there's a real reason to change it. Then the other thing I did see on there was that you've got Prestige, which gives you extra energy, basically owning more balls and getting the XP, but also you could buy it. So you could actually, for 6.5 Matic, which is $3.33, you can buy 1 level of energy. I was thinking about that. Like this energy, you got it for good. So realistically, to keep your energy at 100 max, you're paying $333, which I wouldn't do. But maybe people do that. I don't know. But I'd be interested to know if that's a tactic that people are using so they can keep entering. I'm not willing to spend that money, basically. So I did the same as you, mate. I was like, got caught out by energy thing, doing the Champions League, which I didn't do. I don't think I did particularly great in. And then from there, I was like, right, okay, well, I'll play this week, and then didn't get to do it. So picked up by that. But hey, so I've only got 2 balls. This is what I was going to pick up. I've got 2 balls. So I haven't completed my quest.
There you go. Just click on it.
Where's my free ball?
Click on that line there.
Oh, there we go. Free ball prize reveal.
I taught you something.
You did teach me something. Glad we're here. So, who have we got? A Consadole. Get in.
Oh, my absolute boys. And Hertha. You got my German and my Asian League boys.
Never heard of Paranense in Brazil. St. Louis, Sheffield United, and we'll be dodging that one. Although I guess that's a differential potentially. I mean, they're shite though. They are a bag of shite.
Just, yeah.
To lose
each week.
Yeah.
Way to West Ham this weekend, I believe they are.
So you could go. To be fair, maybe Sheffield United is not a bad one. Over 2.5 goals, they'll concede a lot very often. You get a 10% payout. When they're playing away, back in the home win, that actually could be quite a tasty little ball. What's this one all about? Who's it? No, St. Louis. See, kind of want Consadole just because it's Consadole, but away. Nah.
I would be going Consadole or Hertha there, surely.
Just because they're your team.
Well, I like the way it's distributed on the Hertha one.
Hertha one, so 15, 2.5, 50, 5, 2 below, 2.5 below, 10 on the score.
Well, maybe the Consadole one's quite nice. I like picking away teams.
Yeah, I do. But do you know what? I want to play in the Prem, so I'm going to play the Prem one. Even though Sheffield United are absolute guff. Invalid length. Well, there you go.
Have you clicked a ball yet?
That would be why.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I know we're rookies on this show, but
mate, I don't want to appear too good. Otherwise, we'll lose the listeners fast. Right, we're now on the road to the quest to becoming pro. I didn't realise this was a thing. Discovering new things as we go. So, reach level 15 with your basic Pooky ball, not out of 15. Then reach level 20. Then reach level 15 with your basic Pooky ball again. Oh, the other Pooky ball. So you're two basics, and then you get your rewards. So it looks like maybe if we complete that, we get another ball, I would guess.
Yeah, and a little bit of
pop
currency to go around as well.
Yeah, I quite like this little quests or challenges piece. Like that's an extra little thing I didn't fully notice or appreciate the first time.
Yeah, it adds a nice layer. And I mean, I think for me, it's about, I'm only right at the start. So I guess once you've got some more balls in and then you start looking at powering up the stickers and things like that, and, you've got more to do on a daily basis. But yeah, I think picking the league I want to go for this week, I think Reims, I'll probably go for the French league this week will be my aim. Just to try and learn a bit more about the game and considering my options and what the best purchase is for me to move up to the next stage, with more balls, stickers, energy. Like I'm trying to figure out where I should be making purchases, what the best route is for me. And I guess that's the stage I'm at now, playing, learning, and trying to develop a strategy to go forward with, which I don't currently have.
Do you know, I'm dangerously tempted to get a rare ball. Keep thinking about it.
Yeah, well, there's been a tactic that I've regretted, and most of the things we've taken part in is not just trying to start out a bit higher. You know, it's not always a sensible tactic because everything costs money, but you know, go and get a rare ball, see what's happening up there.
It makes sense, doesn't it? In the early days, I mean, again, you never know what's going to happen on the platform, but like, I don't know, from the perspective of trying to get that early edge, and if platform does grow, and it seems, well, by all accounts, you get the extra bonus percentages. It seems like potentially the easier way to get those wins. There's 180 Matic, which is $92, which is roughly, I think, around 80 odd quid for a rare Pooky ball. There's only 21 available. Stop taunting me. And then the epic one's out of range right now, probably for most, at $369, 720 Matic, only 7. But like, the fact that the legendary's gone already, kind of that proves that point, doesn't it? Where people are trying to get that edge and get in early. And again, Nick was saying that there'll be a point where people are, I can't remember the word he's using, but basically you can put your Pokeballs, Ascension, you can put your Pokeballs together. So if you've got like a couple of legendaries and then turn them into a mythic, and I think there's a lot more to it than just that. But I think people are obviously trying to get ahead, which is, if I'm honest, that's why I want at least one rare, if not 2, going down the line. So then that's getting you a step closer to that epic mark. But
yeah,
got no money, so I have to grind.
Yeah, it's definitely something that interests me, and I can see myself doing as soon as I've had a couple of beers one night. You know, deciding that actually I just want to be a bit higher, but we'll see. I've definitely got another week of learning and progressing in me before I dive into anything more. But you know, it's fun. I like it.
We're stepping into week 2, so we probably should pump the brakes a little bit. Have you looked at the stickers at all? I have no idea what they do, other than they're boosts or upgrades to a point.
Yeah, sticker packs, they're like $10, aren't they?
Yeah, not too much. But again, I don't know what I'm getting for my dollars.
I think they offer certain, stat attributes for like a exact score or a certain attribute or a nation or like a league or something like that.
I like that bit. I'm just cotton on to just reading it while you're on it. Customize, including nations and badges. So in theory, you could turn your whatever ball you got. If you got your Ream ball to a Man United ball. In theory, if you got the right sticker. I've
always liked randomness of. I presume these are random. You buy a pack, right, and you get things out of them. Yeah. I always like the randomness of things like that. So
they do have them available on OpenSea. That's something I did see. Like if you go on OpenSea, they've got all the Pokeballs. Like you can obviously the Pokeballs that are for sales. People have got them in there. They've got them minted, and then they've got also stickers minted. These packs, and then they're obviously opened, so you know what you're buying, which is a good thing. But people are obviously listing them generally higher on OpenSea, so it's one of those where I don't know. I'm like you. I think I quite like the randomness and like just playing your way through. I mean,
yeah, I'm tempted, maybe to get a rare ball and a starter pack of stickers when they come back. Just to aid in the development and understanding that, or because it sounds like fun. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. I think I probably just need one good result, right? It's nice whenever you see the little, you've won a tiny bit of currency, and the development and winning things will be what spurs me on to the next level.
Speaking of currency, that's one other thing we picked up on this week. You weren't actually able to claim your currency, were you?
No, I couldn't claim my rewards. So that rewards you saw here, these have only just been added, the resources, but I couldn't claim this because you need a transaction fee in your MetaMask wallet. It's tiny, isn't it? You only need a tiny amount, but I didn't have any in there. And I didn't want to make a deposit because of the fees. I couldn't transfer my Ethereum over because it stole most of it doing it. So yeah, I couldn't claim my PXP until can now. The resources have come in, but at the time, start of the week, I've been waiting and waiting, unable to do it because I didn't want to spend. Make a.
It's something that's not obvious, is it? As in, like, because you're quite crypto savvy compared to the average guy. So like, it's not that obvious. I had the same thing. I went into it and I was unable to claim them. I was like, what's going on here? And then you realize it's a transaction thing. Like, okay, well, I have to have money in it to begin with. And it was only when I spoke to Simply Alex that he said, oh, it's literally like tiny. And he pinged some across to me to do it, which is why I said that, I could do it. Obviously, I'd do it with you as well. But it's like someone straight off the bat who's not done this before is then unable to claim it. And then it's asking for money. You're not fully into crypto or don't trust it. Like, I can see that being a potential off-put.
Yeah, I mean, I've never used, well, I have, but only very rarely MetaMask. So it's not something that I'm, savvy with. So rare. On the other hand, it was a lot of Coinbase, and now we're sort of moving away from the crypto side over there, aren't they? So, straight cash withdrawals and deposits. So, yeah, it could be different for some people, but the cryptocurrency and the NFT side of things is what makes it different, right? And what makes it appeal to certain people. And yeah, it's just like a uneducated, unused to MetaMask, and not understanding that I would need money in there. A tiniest bit of money, isn't it? But you do need something in there to authorize the transaction. So
while we're talking wallets, what I did do, because we've used Coinbase, MetaMask, I've never used or hadn't used Sequence, only knew of it. So I tried that the other day, and actually it's a much easier way to put money in. So I've shifted it's just one for you really, mate, but it's something that anyone listening might find useful. I shifted my Matic from my MetaMask into my Sequence, because Sequence is so easy to set up. And then if you actually open up your Sequence wallet, it's really, really easy in terms of like just chucking, probably not a good thing actually of us, but chucking money in as well. So you can see what you have, but you can effectively just go add funds and then do a direct payment like you do with Sorare via Ramp. So just deposit in our normal way that we're familiar with, which, yeah, is good, but maybe also bad because it's that easy.
Well, no, making accessibility easier to the game is always a good thing, right? I've never checked out Sequence, so maybe I'll have a look at it.
I'd recommend, and anyone else, if they haven't, it's super easy. So give it a go. And that's it, I think, really. Unless there's anything else from your end, mate. It was only a really quick first impressions from your end. I think, week 2, as you keep saying, as I'm pushing us to get more. I'd be interested to see if by next week either of us have a rare ball, or if neither of us don't have a rare ball. I have a feeling things may change.
Yeah, that's good. If anyone has any tips, feel free to drop them in the comments or message me, because I love learning.
You love learning. We'll post our predictions this week as well once we get some more energy. I noticed the energy doesn't come today. Well, it comes tonight at like 1 minute before midnight, quite a random time. Monday's 1 minute before midnight. So as of tomorrow, effectively, we've got energy to make predictions. So we'll drop our predictions probably on Thursday. We're earning Matic, so I mean, I guess we're doing all right, but we're not touching the podiums yet. Again, any tips, any advice? Ricky loves learning, so please get that across.
Well, I love learning.
If not, we'll see you for the next session. Adios.
Cheers, everyone. Viva the Thursday Club.
Up the Thursday Club.